I'd say the audio is about 60 to 70% of the feeling.
If you don't have good audio on your film, then your film is just moving pictures and nothing else, right?
Well, ever since the talkies, I think they're called the talkie films. Those are films now that have the audio on them.
Go ahead.
Film, where does audio begin?
Right from the start, because audio is such a huge issue with film, right?
Often it can begin in the writing process. I find that like a lot of the things that I write personally, I'm picturing where I want certain effects.
When I'm editing my DVDs or something, like I totally like do all the sound effects just to picture it. And that's actually interesting. I just thought of it now that to help me picture it and feel the mood better of my DVDs and my movies, I actually do the sound effects when there's not sound effects there. So for example, say there's this robot shot, I go like that, right? Because it helps you picture. And then I'm always like, hey, what do you think the shot would look like if it went like this? And they're like, oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's really nice when you can sit with a composer that you trust and they can show you the elements that they can bring to the table, and you can express the elements that you really need in order to like push whatever it is that you're trying to get through in the scene to them.
Music's huge, right? Because it gives the pictures feeling.
It's beautiful out here, isn't it?
He stood so still and stiff.
You got a great big dollar sign, where most women have a heart.
Post-audio is just what you do after the filming, and it's how you make everything pristine.
You take it off the tape and then usually give your audio guy crap for not getting good audio, and then figure out if you're going to do any ADR.
A good location audio should help you with not doing too much ADR.
You edit the movie, then you do a sound edit and a dialogue edit and all of that stuff. Takes forever.
Well, I usually get the video in a QuickTime movie or the OMFs, and that's all the audio that's just taken from the video editor. And then basically I have to take it all and do what's dialogue editing and clean it all up so the pops and clicks and things like that are gone, and so it smoothly travels so you feel like you're in the movie and you're not getting jumped around from scene to scene. Then we move in and we go to the sound effects and things like that, and some sound effects we need to bring in, and we'll use libraries or we'll create them ourselves with synthesizers and whatnot. You want to use what you have as your location sounds and then your new sounds, and that's just basically to add to the environment to make your film just stand out that much more.
Say, like a punch, a scene where a punch happens, you want that to be dramatic, you want to feel that, and as much as you can see it, you're going to feel it through the sound effect. You get the initial snap, but that's just one sound. That sound is just not going to do it. You're going to have to layer underneath it a thump.
These sound guys that I worked with did this really cool thing with a retainer coming out of the mouth sound. And that kind of stuff, like it pushes the production value of it so much.
Do you feel like having sex?
What?
Do you feel like having sex?
The slightest thing, if you notice even somebody not talking, or their lips moving faster than the words are coming out, or vice versa, the words are coming out faster than their lips are moving, it just jars you right off. And then if sound effects are misplaced or music's just not right, you're just not going to enjoy the movie half as much as what it could be like. And I think it's really good for directors to be very audio wise in choosing the locations, choosing the type of music, choosing the type of sound effects that they want for it's their project.
If you have the visuals and they're good, but the audio isn't there, it's going to compromise the film so much.
Think about Star Wars without those big flangers on the explosions. Think about that, huh? What about if Chewie didn't go, "Rah!" What about that, eh? That's like a pig and a lion and backwards stuff. Think of the creativity that went into that. The laser beams are whacking a wire that holds a telephone pole up with a wrench, so it goes. The TIE fighters, they took a razor and they put it in a bowl and they went, you know, there was so much sound design that went into that. Think about what that movie would look like. It looked like a bunch of people walking around with a bunch of models. And I'm not talking like the supermodel type. I'm talking about like the glue snipping models. You know, those other ones that used to make in elementary school. Yeah, audio is huge. So respect your audio people, you film people.